Hey. I want to welcome y'all back to STARLINE Sports. Welcome back. All right, last night, Boston beat Miami to steal home court advantage. Now, I like Jason Tatum. I just don't like Boston. Never been a Boston fan. I always respected Boston, but never been a Boston fan because I've always been a Laker fan. And Boston and the Lakers, they used to go at it back in the day, and they battling for who got the most championships and all that. So never will I be a Boston fan, but I do respect Boston and Jason Tatum, and with Marcus Smart and Al Horford coming back, they looked pretty good. Now Jimmy Butler got to get some help, and then they talking about PJ Tucker. He might be out. He's going to get an MRI on his knee, which means Jim ain't gonna get no help on offense or defense. Tyler Hero, you got to step it up, pimp. Bam, you got to step it up. And really, you too small to be playing the big man spot. You should be more of a power forward. Not saying you can't handle your business down now, but when they got a real big man, they can push you around. You know what I mean? Al Horford ain't no slouch. And you see with him and Smart coming back, their defense woke back up. And Jason Tatum was letting their ass have it last night. Marcus Smart had a pretty much a triple double. He was 1 of 6 short. But anytime you got Marcus Smart getting 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists, or 9 assists and 9 rebounds and 10 assists, whichever one it was, it's gonna be hard to beat Boston. You know what I mean? So Tyler Hero, you gotta light it up because Kyle Lowry ain't there. He ain't been there all year, pretty much. I mean, he done played, but for most of the season he's been injured. So you can't really look at him coming back. So Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, I don't know where you at. I don't know what you done did to get into the doghouse, but you ain't been seeing a lot of action this these playoffs or really this season. It kind of went down. So y'all boys got to wake up, man. Cause Boston just as good on defense as Miami is, if not better. They damn sure got a deeper team. Cause with them boys like Robert Williams, Grant Williams, and hey man, Kevin Pritchard, them boys playing ball, man. And I know Miami backcourt done changed because Kyle Lowry ain't there. Vincent and the other dude, hey man, y'all in the starter spot, so y'all got to wake up. If not, hey man, I know I picked Miami, but hey man, if I feel like if Miami can't get this next game in Boston, it's pretty much over. You know what I mean? Let you let them young boys wake up. And Tatum don't put out Giannis and Kevin Durant, so they can handle their pressure. You know what I mean? So if Jim ain't gonna get no help, hey man, like I say, PJ Tucker, he's gonna be out for how long? I don't know. You know what I mean? I know they say he gonna get an MRI on his knee. So if Jim ain't getting no help on offense or defense, and what Bam at, I don't know what the hell going on with Bam. But if Jimmy don't get no help, hey man, Boston gonna take him. We already know he can put the best ones out because he don't put out Giannis and KD. So hey man, it's and then now they talking about Luca got sick after the first game. So hey man, if Luca sick or he ain't at his best or he don't have a monster game. Oh, okay, yeah, Pimp. I like Well, I like Tatum. I don't like Boston. I've been a diehard Laker fan all my life, man. Except when Kobe got Shaq shipped out of town. You know what I mean? I stopped liking the Lakers then, but then once Kobe retired, I started watching them again, and since I'm a diehard LeBron fan, so once they got LeBron, I'm back on the Lakers like I was when Magic was there. You know what I mean? So Boston look good, man, especially with Marcus Smart and Horford back. And then if they gonna let Marcus Smart them to have a triple double, especially with 24 points, hey man, Boston gonna be hard to beat. And if Miami don't get this game tomorrow, it's gonna be over. You know what I mean? Because if y'all don't get the game tomorrow, Boston gonna win the second game. And then, like, I'll probably say, I mean, I'm hoping it goes 7 because they so evenly matched. But if Boston keep the upper hand, they might go 6. They might go 6. I think Boston will get them out of there in 5. Yeah. Hey, I'm hoping Mark Jackson be the Lakers' next coach. You know what I mean? I'm hoping like hell. Ladarius, can you come on here now? While you got time, since you ain't at work, we can talk sports. But yeah, I like Mark Jackson, man. Mark Jackson would really help Golden State get started because nobody believed in Steph Curry when he first came from Davis. You know what I mean? So he Mark Jackson the one put that team together. Then Steve Kerr came in and he took them to a whole nother level. Oh, okay, I got you, pimp. Yeah, Steve Kerr did Phil Jackson. You know what I mean? That's like Phil never built them teams he coached, but he did take them to the next level. You know what I mean? When he was in Chicago, that was Doug Collins' team. And then when he came to the Lakers already had Shaq. I think they had Kobe too, but they was there before Phil Jackson got there. Okay, you get off it too. Okay. So I mean, if you can get on in, we'll do another one. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Just let me know. You know what I mean? We'll do another one. But like I say, if Luca sick or hurt or whatever, Dallas ain't got a chance. You know what I mean? They'll get swept. Okay. Yeah, Dallas will get swept. And then something else I want to talk about is this shit going on with Nick Saban calling out teams. Like, see, that's the one thing I like about that NIL. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know what that is, yeah, Dallas got Luca, the only chance they got. But one thing about the NIL, if you don't know what that means, that's name, image, and likeness. Well, these college players can get paid for what I mean, all the money they making these colleges, especially in that football program. So Nick Saban come out and say that Texas A&M paid all their players last year. That's how Texas A&M got the team to beat them last year. And then he called out Dion, said Dion gave Travis Hunter $1 million to come down to Jackson State. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, one thing about this NIL is that it's leveling the playing field. Like you don't have to go to a big school to make a little money. So now all these big name coaches that have been doing everything and winning everything, now they're getting a little nervous. So, but as long as Alabama been winning, like, come on, pimp, you mad to let somebody else get some of these 5-star players, some of these 4-star players, you know what I mean? And then I'm with it. If these kids can get some money while they in college, hey man, let them get it. Especially because y'all making so much money off them. And it's they jersey sales and all that shit, man. Like if you can get some money, they should better get some money. Now it might need to be a limit on how much they can get, you know what I mean? But I mean, and really, I don't even believe it should be a limit. I think shit, whatever they can get, they can get it. You know what I mean? So because everybody's not gonna make it to the pros, and some of these kids they have great college careers, but they never make it to the pro, or they get hurt. And one thing about it, if you get hurt in college, unless you're a superstar, they kind of take your scholarship back and all kind of shit. So it's really to benefit the colleges and the coaches. Like Nick Saban, you making 10 to 12 million a year coaching in college. Hell, I don't think it might be one pro coach that make that money, but I don't even think pro coaches make that much money. You know what I mean? So hey man, let some of that money go. You got plenty of it. You get plenty of it. And then you and Dion was in a commercial together. Like how you gonna hate on Dion and y'all doing commercials together, man? And then but Jimbo Fisher, Jimbo Fisher he didn't let Nick Saban just say what he want to say. He got back at him. You know what I mean? So this is finna be funny. I think the NCAA or the SEC, one of them just reprimanded them for that shit too. So I don't know if they're gonna get fined or what, but this shit finna get funny because a lot of these kids they going to HBCUs now. So the Power Five conferences and all that shit they've been making all this money. Hey man, I mean we just gonna get a little bit. Like Alabama should still be straight. You might not get every player, but you should still be straight. You know what I mean? And then see if they don't put a limit on how much money they can get. Alabama don't have the most money. Them boys in Texas with that oil got the most money, the biggest boosters. So Alabama, hey man, y'all got to sell some more cows or some hogs or something and get that money up. Yeah, you know they got that oil in Texas, so they money pretty much unlimited. You know what I mean? Because I think Texas A&M just built a big ass stadium too. I think it's 102,000 or something like that. But one of my little partners um, go to Texas A&M. I need to call to see if he done got a contract because he's one of the top offensive linemen down at Texas A&M, and he just got a couple of awards. So I need to check with him and see if all of them got paid. You know what I mean? Since that's the claim Nick Saban made. But yeah, this shit finna get interesting, man, because they're not gonna be the only. I know a lot of them complaining behind the scene, but I think a lot of them. Alabama sitting 103,000. Well, that's cool. I mean, but hey, man, I'm I'm a diehard Georgia fan, so I'm glad we finally won the national championship this year, beating Alabama. So I'm glad. You know what I mean? You know, like I know Kirby come from up under Nick Saban, but he a Georgia boy. He went to Georgia. We appreciate Nick for everything he taught Kirby. But Kirby done took Georgia to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, it's oh yeah, I'm diehard everything, man. Atlanta Braves, Hawks, Falcons, University of Georgia. I like Georgia State, what they program doing in football and basketball. I used to be a Georgia Tech fan too, but Tech ain't made no noise in a long time, especially in football. Yeah. Georgia, hell yeah, Georgia deserve it. You know what I mean? Like I don't like Alabama, but I always give them their props. Like shit, until they can be beat, like it ain't shit nobody can do. Like I ain't never been a hater. I don't mind congratulating. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like Alabama had a run for a long ass time. I think for about 10 years. I know like 7 to 10 years, Alabama been on a roll. So you know what I mean. I know Clemson got him 1 year, and Ohio State got him 1 year. But other than that, shit, Alabama been on a roll. You know what I mean. So share the wealth, man. Share the wealth. And like Dion told them, we don't have to pay us to come play with us. You know what I mean? Like some top athletes didn't want to go to some HBCUs, but they know that a lot of them don't get drafted out of HBCUs. So if they had a choice, yeah, they'll go to a bigger college, just to get those odds of making it to the NFL. So hey man, now that some of these top athletes gonna go to HBCUs, hey man, they're gonna start looking at HBCUs now. So and then like I say, hey man, we got enough black people with some money. Put another league together, another NFL, well not NFL, but another football league together. They might not be able to get as much as the NFL, but hey man, you can get them some. You know what I mean? College don't have to be the end of their career. You know what I mean? So like they got all kind of football leagues now. You know what I mean? Lingerie football for the women. They got uh the USFL done came back. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, it's time for a change, man. And one thing I can say, white people have had the game on lock for several years. They've been in the top positions on the top jobs to every now and then a black person to get in now. But hey, man, yeah. Well, y'all, I think y'all got the Birmingham Stallions. I think I remember them and the New Jersey Generals and somebody else. Like I ain't never really been into USFL, but hey, man, if that's what it take to get the top black athletes that don't make it to the NFL, shit, yeah, I start watching. I just like competitive leagues, competitive games. So you know, it don't matter where it is. I'm gonna tell you something that I tripped out that I kind of like a little bit, and that's lacrosse. Like lacrosse is a badass game, man, because it kind of combined everything from football to basketball to baseball. It kind of combined all of them. So, and one of my friends, her daughter played lacrosse, and I just happened to go see the game one day, and I was like, you know what, I can get into this because that's man, they and soccer because they run around the whole goddamn time. They can push each other out of bounds, like lacrosse, some deep shit. I never thought about it, but you know what I mean? Because I didn't know any black people that ever played lacrosse, so I never really got into it. But now that I've seen it, hey man, I can watch that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Hey man, I'm not gonna stay on here with y'all long, especially Ladarius said he gonna come on here and get on here 2 o'clock, which here in Alabama, so it might be 3 o'clock our time, 2 o'clock Alabama time. But if he can get on, we gonna go back live. And for the people that have been watching the man cave has been changed to 12:30 in the afternoon to 2:30 in the afternoon. We're trying to get a bigger audience, and I know a lot of people on Saturday night they like to get out, so we're not trying to. Because sometimes we'll be on a 3 hour, you know what I mean. So we're trying to go earlier, and we're getting a lot of love on the man cave. We really are. We're getting a lot of love on the man cave. The den tonight. I'm not gonna do the den tonight because I have an event I have to go to. So we're gonna do the den tomorrow. This week only though. It's gonna be tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So if you want to be a part of the den or the man cave, you know what I mean. So if you want to be a part of the den or the man cave, tomorrow we're doing the man cave from 12:30 to 2:30, and the den starting at 8 o'clock. And I know I've been breaking down a lot of clips from those shows. Just let y'all see, we got a little bit of everything, real shit, humor. I mean, we got it all, man. So I'm breaking it down because I know it's easier to get people to watch clips than it is to get them to watch a 2-3 hour show. I know y'all attention span ain't long worth a damn no more. So that's why I be making all the clips just in case you don't have time to watch the whole thing. But I would catch y'all today again. If my boy can get on here, we're gonna catch y'all today. I'm gonna see what he's talking about down there in Alabama. You know what I mean? And I'm diehard Georgia. He diehard Alabama. We gonna see what they talking about. You know what I mean? Hey man, it's your boy Papa Black, man. Y'all be easy.